Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to get this super natural, super wearable look. You can wear this anywhere during the day and always glam it up at night. I wore a matte lip. It's all the rage right now, as everyone knows. It's not my favorite thing, but I found one that I like. So let's get started. So I'm going to prime my face with this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is my first time using it and it is amazing. It feels so good, so silky on the skin. Then I'm moving on to foundation. I'm using an oldie but goodie. This is the Bobbi Brown foundation stick. This is a medium coverage and it does take away a lot of the redness if you have that problem like me, but it still shows your skin. So it's not a full coverage. It is buildable if you want it to be full coverage, but I like this during the day because your skin peeks through and so it doesn't really look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. Then I'm going to correct, conceal, and highlight all at the same time. I'm going to use a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I typically don't reach for this guy because it does tend to crease on me, but I'm trying it out again and we'll see how it works. The color I'm using is in Custard and I'm placing it in the typical places that I highlight. I'm trying not to use as much as a product as I usually do, and I will see if that kind of makes a difference because everyone loves this concealer, and so I'm wondering why I'm not, why I haven't jumped on the bandwagon. So I'm gonna give it another go. Then I'm going to set that concealer with the original Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to use that medium color. It's like a banana color, and I'm going to use this Real Techniques setting brush just to slightly place some powder over the concealer, and this is going to help hopefully not have it crease on me, and also really the point of it is keep it in place so it doesn't move, and so throughout the day you don't have to really touch up your concealer. Taking a Tarte complexion brush from their holiday kit and the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, I'm just going to dust that all over the rest of my face to set the foundation. It is a creamy stick foundation and I don't want it to move throughout the day, so I'm making sure to place powder over it so it does not do that and hopefully lasts all day long. Then moving on to brows, I'm gonna do this really quickly. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in this shade medium brown. This is a super easy tool to use if you want to get your brows down in no time at all. So yeah, just filling them in, sparse areas just to kind of give it a little bit more definition. Then I'm moving on to the Kevyn Aucoin. This is a duo, and this is a contour shade that is in medium. And I'm just going to put that on the areas that I typically contour, so right below my cheekbone. And I typically like to put a lot of it on my forehead because I have a lot of surface area there and I like to kind of tone that down just a little bit. And then I'm moving on to Tarte's Park Avenue Princess, and I know you guys are surprised I'm not using the butter bronzer, but I needed to switch it up. So I'm using this bronzer instead, and this is just going to give my face more life. I don't self-tan or really go in the sun, so I need a little bronzer or I don't have that healthy glow, which I want. I want to look healthy. So as you can see, I put a little bit too much on, but I'm going to show you how to fix that real quick. So go back to your kabuki brush with the foundation on it and just go over that. That is going to blend it out and it's not going to look muddy like it did just a second ago. Finishing up the bronzing, I'm just going to place that in all the typical areas, and I'm going back to my Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm starting off with the shade Tempera. This guy is literally a hit pan, I don't even know how long ago, but it's a beautiful color. It's very light and kind of like a bone color, and so it's a nice color to start with. Then I'm taking those two colors, it's Golden Ochre and Burnt Orange, and I'm actually using the brush that comes with this kit. It's actually pretty good to blend out shadows. So I am using that mix of colors as a transition color. Then I'm moving on to the other side of the same brush and the color Antique Bronze. Gorgeous color, absolutely in love with this color, and I'm placing that all over my lid. I'm just kind of, packing it on, and I'm going to, instead of leaving it just on my lid, I'm going to bring it above the crease. and kind of make like a round shape, as you can see right there. Almost kind of like a circular shape, the shape of my crease, if that makes any sense, but going above it. And then I'm going to take a MAC 217 brush with nothing on it, and I'm just going to blend that out. And the reason I went above the crease is because I really wanted that color to show and to blend. And with my eye shape, if I leave it just on the lid, you really won't see it. So such a gorgeous color, I really wanted it to show through. And depending on your preference, just put as much as you want on. I wanted it a little more intense, so I'm taking that same brush and I'm just adding a little bit more, and then I'm just going back in and blending. And I'm taking Vermeer on a little tiny brush for an inner corner highlight. This is a double-ended brush, and it is from the Tarte Holiday Kit. Then I'm just going back to Tempera and making sure that the brow bone highlight is defined, and I'm using a Sigma Waterliner E17 brush, but it works really, really well for a brow bone highlight. Moving back to that same brush to blend everything together. Then moving on to the lower lash line, and I'm taking a flat definer brush and the color Antique Bronze. It's the same color I used on my lid. And then I'm taking a MAC, what is this? I think it's a 219. It's a pencil brush. You can use any pencil brush, and just blending that out. Then I'm taking Coffee from MAC, and I am putting that in my waterline and also going to tightline with it. I'm not using black because I don't want it to be too dramatic. And as you can see, kind of gives it a little bit of a pop. And I'm also going to give it a little bit of a wing, a very, very slight wing at the edge. And don't worry if this isn't too perfect, because in a minute I'm going to be blending it out so it doesn't look harsh. And so honestly, don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Then with a Sigma Smudge E21 brush, this is one of the best smudge brushes that I've come across. I'm just going to smudge that out. Exactly as I had mentioned, we're going to be smudging it so it kind of looks, you know, diffused and blown out a little bit and not harsh, because I really want this to be a little bit more of a natural look, and that makes it a little bit more natural. Then I'm going to be curling my lashes, and I'm using the Carbon Black mascara. And I don't know if I'm going crazy. I saw like a tiny little hair growing out of my lashes, and I'm wondering if that lash boost is actually working. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I got really excited. So anyway, I'm just putting it on my upper and lower lashes, and I was really checking them out to see if they're growing. Then I'm moving on to Becca's palette. I think this is the Blush with Light palette. And I'm really, really loving the shade Wisteria. I've used it several times, and I'm just popping that on my cheek. It's a beautiful, like a dusty mauve color. Then I'm going to dust on some highlight. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder and Candlelight. This is so subtle and so gorgeous. And so I'm popping a little bit on my nose and Cupid's bow as well. And then I'm moving on to lips. So these Smashbox lipsticks these are liquid lip, and they are amazing. There's some sort of a primer built in there from what I understand, and so they don't completely dry out your lips like most of them do. That's why I don't like the matte lips, but these I do like. The color I'm using is Always On, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!